Up front, Edmund Jones and Kenny Tripp have the front row. Kyle McRecken Martin and Andrew Thornton on the second row. Richie Joplin and Russell Worth, the Nowski Nation, as the third row. Ed Sr. and Vern Spring on the fourth row. Brandon Young and Kendrick Cryer rounding out the top 10. Dave Holmberg and Miguel Correa rounding out the field. And yes, very much again, happy birthday to Eiley Poyer. Congratulations, 11 years old today. All the drivers getting lined up, ready to go. Looks like the last driver does finally make the grid. Kenny, it is, buddy. Drivers begin to roll around the track. Pace car is in. Edmund Jones will lead him down. Through turn 4, here they come into the restart zone. Edmund fires there away. Green flag is in the air from Martinsville. Off into turn 1. Everybody trying to settle in as McRecken goes for second. A little bit of battling mid. Holy cow! That was Kendrick Cryer making a power move. He shoots. Oh, he gets into the 38. They are around. Nope, now the caution is out. There's Ed Sr. going up the track just a little bit, and Kendrick gets into the side of him and brings out the first caution of the race. Dean Webb cheering on Russell Worth. Kenny Tripp currently in third. Tripp now looks like he may be going to pit road. Nope. Edmund Jones still has the lead at the moment. Richie Joplin still in 5th. Russell Worth still in 6th. Vern in 7th. Brandon in 8th. Dave Holmberg in 9th. Miguel Correa in 10th. Ed Sr. after the spin back in 11th. Kendrick Cryer in 12th. Hard charging Richie Joplin. Pace car is in single file on the restart. Green flag back in the air. A little bit of bumping between Tripp and McRecken. McRecken goes up the track. Kenny Tripp has the run down to the inside. McRecken barely holds it off the wall. Richie Joplin, Russell Worth still with the lead pack. Now Vern Spring up here as well into 7th. Brandon Young now in 8th. Still a battle going back behind as Kendrick Cryer is trying to make his way forward. Edmund Jones up in the lead. Kenny Tripp in second. Has gotten back past McRecken. Tripp just set the fastest lap of the night so far. Oh, Tripp a little loose through 1 and 2. He's in the outside wall. Caution. Now watch Tripp coming down here through 1 and 2. Looks like the car starts to snap loose. He almost has it saved. Then snaps back loose. These cars are incredibly hard to save. Try and get a look at Tripp's car here. See if he's got any damage. Yeah, he is missing the whole right front of the car. Aerodynamics, not a huge issue for these cars, but you gotta wonder if that caused any damage to the steering or anything else. McRecken still in second place, and it looks like he is pushing Edmund around the track. Russell Worth now in fifth. Richie Joplin now up into fourth. Vern Spring up to sixth. Brandon Young in seventh. Dave Holmberg up 3 spots into eighth. So far, Dave's the biggest mover of the race. Lights go out on the pace car. They'll go side by side for this restart. Here we go. Pace car is in. The long drive around to the restart zone. Edmund Jones will control the restart. Edmund fires. Green flag is back in the air. Lot more side-by-side battling here on the restart. Oh, and some close calls off turn 2 as McRecken goes to the lead. Edmund Jones, oh, McRecken is way up the track. He saves it, but he loses a ton of positions. McRecken now back into seventh as Andrew Thornton has come to second. Richie Joplin, no! Richie and they get together. Richie tumbles. Caution is out. Let's see what happened with Richie coming off turn 2. Andrew bounced off the wall. Richie tries to get down under him. Russell avoids it. But what a tumble for Richie Joplin. He does manage to stick the landing. Edmund Jones still in the lead. Now Russell Worth up to second. Vern up to third. Brandon Young in fourth. McRecken back to fifth. Kendrick Cryer in sixth. Dave Holmberg now to seventh. This has been a bit of a wild one so far. Three cautions in the first 15 laps. Several cars are in for repairs. Actually, it looks like Richie Joplin may be the only one that came down this time. We'll see if some of the other ones that picked up some damage here Maybe coming. Andrew Thornton drops to the tail end of the field. McRecken and Kendrick Cryer, 5th and 6th. Look like they're playing around just a little bit. Lights are out. Pace car about to drop back in. Through 3 and 4, Edmond in control again. They fire green flow. We've got the outside line having some issues. Looked like Russell had a rough start here. Vern's got to run underneath for second. Brandon Young managed to hold his position despite having to check up, but now has to battle with Kendrick Cryer on the high side. Cryer, a big run out of turn 4 as he moves up into 5th. Dave Holmberg continuing to march forward as well. He is now caution. Russell Worth involved. Looks like Andrew Thornton also caught up in this. Thornton unable to avoid it. Russell Worth was spinning. Russell on the outside through 1 and 2 just gets loose on corner entry. Andrew Thornton and Ed Sr. nowhere to go. Gonna try and fix these paint jobs for a second here. Fixed a few, did not get them all. So Edmund Jones still in the lead. Car obviously a bit loose out here tonight. And look at this, Vern Spring in 2nd place. What a run for him tonight. Could tonight be the night that Vern finally gets to victory lane? He's been close a lot here recently. Vern comes into tonight 8th in points, just behind McRecken. Tonight could be a huge night. Pace car is in. Edmund fires green, is back in the air. Vern gets a little loose in 1 and 2. He saves it. Oh, he gets hit from behind. Vern goes around. Caution is out. Dave Holmberg had nowhere to go. Tried to check up. Let's take another look at this. There's Vern getting loose, tries to save it. Looks like Kendrick barely gets by, but Holmberg just nowhere to go, gets into the back bumper. Ed Sr. gets a little bit of the wall here as well. Meanwhile, Edmund Jones continues to have the lead. Russell Worth, after the earlier incident, gets waved back around to the lead lap. Chance, you're probably right there, buddy. And Chance, will we see you back in a tour mod tonight? Chance, no fender, full sender Madrick. Will he be back in the tour mod here at Martinsville? John, it has been a rough one. Lights go out on the pace car. They stack back up. Edmund Jones and McRecken have the front row. Brandon Young, Kendrick Cryer on the second. Kenny Tripp, Dave Holmberg on the third. Richie Jomplin and Ed Sr. the fourth. Miguel Correa and Andrew Thornton round out your top 10. Pace car is in. Looks like they made a last-minute decision to go single file for this one. Green flag back in the air. Brandon Young slipping back to fifth place as Kenny Tripp works his way back toward the front in fourth. Kendrick Cryer now up to third, sets his sights on the top two, and he's going to run 1 through 1 and 2. Edmund Jones defending that low line. McRecken to the high side. Oh, a bobble out of McRecken. Brandon Young trying to defend. Holmberg on the move again. Holmberg has the run on the bottom, followed by Andrew Thornton. Hey, thanks, John. Quite a few major upgrades. Only downfall is our overlay software being broke for everybody. Oh, McRecken gets into Edmonds' right rear. He saves it. He does not save it. Caution is out. Our overlay software had an update today and it broke for everybody, so we had to go old school here tonight. There you see McRecken has to back off after getting into the right rear. He saved it for half the turn before he finally spun. Expect another single file restart here tonight. Last time they were here for the tour mods, there was drama on the last lap. You're not going to want to miss that race here tonight. No Chance Madrick here tonight, although he does confirm these cars are a handful here. But sadly, no Chance Madrick in the tour mod here tonight. Pace car is in. Edmund Jones leads them out of 4 one more time. Will we get green to the finish? Barney waves the flag. Green is back in the air. Kendrick Cryer on the high side on Kenny Tripp, trying to get second. A couple of guys bounce off the wall. Richie Joplin making his way back up. The hard charger. Andrew Thornton following him through. But Dave Holmberg right there with him, not giving an inch. Richie Joplin closing in on Tripp. Right now, Andrew Thornton gaining ground as well. "15 laps to go. Edmund Jones has led all laps so far. Kendrick Cryer sitting in second. Kenny Tripp in third. Richie Joplin in fourth, closing in on the leaders. Holmberg now, oh, we've got cars around. Holmberg in the inside wall. Caution is out. Andrew Thornton is in the wall. Russell Worth is in the wall. Ed Sr. Brandon Young gets caught. Let's see what the heck happened here. Oh, two of them get loose out of turn two and the big checkup back behind. Although, interestingly, it looked like all of them parked it right there together. Russell Worth and Ed Sr. just back him into the wall. I mean, that's pretty talented. Ed Sr. and Brandon Young both on pit road, this time for repairs. We'll restart with less than 10 to go. I don't think the chaos is done yet. John, yeah, I think there is quite a bit of fluid on the track out of turn 4 this time. The 51 is being called to the pits by Chance Madrick, saying our leader is leaking oil on the track. We'll try and get confirmation. Hey, we are not far from having rain in iRacing, so you never know. Although I seriously doubt we ever see one of these Legends races in the rain. Wow, that would be crazy. Pace car drops back in. They'll have about 10 to go at the line. Edmund Jones still up front, but now is Kendrick Cryer on the outside. Edmund fires their away. Edmund quickly gets to the lead. Open the door for Kenny Tripp to get down under Cryer. McRecken still in the fight. Richie Joplin now up here battling with the leaders again as well. Here comes Andrew Thornton. Vern Spring is still with the lead group. Dave Holmberg trying to close back in on the lead group. Dave charged through a lot in the early going here tonight. Edmund still has the lead, but Kendrick Cryer, Kyle Martin, and Kenny Tripp all right there, along with Richie Joplin, Andrew Thornton, and Vern Spring. Chance, that would be an awesome fun race to race these cars at a track like this in the rain. Kyle McRecken Martin looking for second under Kendrick Cryer. Edmund Jones gets a little bit of a gap there for a moment, but McRecken pulls back in. Oh, McRecken is around. Caution is out. McRacken coming out of the turn, just got too much of the rumble strip, the curbing, and goes around. These cars cannot handle being on that curbing. Caution is out for the 8th time tonight. Brandon Young gets waved back around. That should put him back on the lead lap, back in contention. Still 11 cars on the lead lap. Every driver still on the lead lap is still in this fight. I think Edmund may have his hands full on this one. He's led every lap so far. But it's looking like they will restart with 2 laps to go. Lights are out on the pace car. They will restart. It will be a natural green-white checkered. So the possibility of another green-white checkered still exists. Edmund Jones, Kenny Tripp, Kendrick Cryer, Richie Joplin, and Andrew Thornton are the top 5 as the pace car pulls in. They come out of turn 4, Edmund in control. He fires, green is in the air. Kendrick staying right on his bumper, gets a line underneath Kenny Tripp. And it's a drag race down the back straightaway. This might be the first and only change for the lead. Tripp sends it deep into turn 3. Tripp's off the wall. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. Kendrick Cryer all over the back bumper. Andrew Thornton was taken out back behind. Richie Joplin now up to 3rd. Vern back in 4th. Holmberg in 5th. Here we come. Checkered flag. Edmund Jones wins again at Martinsville. Kendrick Cryer comes home in 2nd. Richie Joplin finishes 3rd. Vern Spring continues his charge through the points in 4th. Dave Holmberg puts on one heck of a show tonight. Coming home in 5th. That's going to be a huge night for him. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with 3rd place, Richie Joplin. Richie, that was one heck of a wild race, buddy.
Yeah, how'd you like that little flip I done?
Man, it looked like you were skateboarding trying to ride down the wall.
I didn't get to see it, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I came back, finished 3rd. How about that?
That was pretty impressive. What a comeback, man. Great job tonight.
Thank you, Doug. I'm having a lot of fun in these little old cars.
It is obvious, and Dean Webb was dropping in the comments calling you the hard charger. That definitely proves a fact tonight.
Yes, it does. I fought hard, came back after that little incident of deciding wanting to do a little skateboarding tricks and some flips, and it came back 3rd.
Man, great job tonight. Looking forward to seeing how you do in the mods, buddy.
Thank you, Doug.
Richie Joplin comes home in 3rd. Kendrick Cryer finishes in 2nd place. Kendrick, that was another great finish in a very wild race.
Oh yeah, it was pretty wild. I started in the back and stuff happened in a lap 2 or something. I don't know what lap it was, but then I was slowly getting through the field and we were in the top 3 to 4 the rest of the race, and it was pretty fun.
It looked like you were having a great time out there battling. It looked like you had some moves even up on the high side tonight.
Yeah, we tried out there on Ed that last corner. Got a little tight though, drove it in a little too hard, but we tried.
Well, man, a great job. Congratulations. That was another awesome race, buddy.
Thank you.
And finally, our winner, points leader, and continuing to extend his points lead. Edmund, you did it again. You extend your points lead even further, and that was an awesome race. Led every single lap.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I led every single lap. You know, kind of got lucky with cautions and everything, and you know, having that bottom line just be so dominant here is definitely key. But man, having Kenny Tripp, McRecken, Kendrick Cryer, like all these guys that are just honestly better drivers than me, and just being able to hold them off, they gave me a show tonight.
They definitely did, man. That was one heck of a run, and man, congratulations. You get the win for the birthday.
Yeah, Kylie, happy birthday. Me and your mom love you. It's great to see you growing up in big 1-1 right now, and glad that I could get the win tonight and, dedicate this race to her.
All right, buddy. Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you in the mods.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go put up the Legends cars, unload the Tour mods, and the Tour mods are going to take off here in Martinsville. Hopefully, the overlay issues have been fixed while during this race, but we'll be back in just a few moments, folks. You're not going to want to miss that one.